And let's, I guess, compare what's happening in Cyprus to Greece. And can we find a solution here, as we did with Greece just about a year ago? Joining us from D.C., a former member of the Greek Parliament, Elena Panaritis, is with us live. And so Greece somehow found a solution to unlock emergency funding, and now we're in a more stable European environment. What about Cyprus? Can you tell me what you think of this situation compared to what you saw in Greece just about 18 months ago?
Well, I would put the solution of Greece within quotations, because we haven't really seen the fat lady sing yet. But in relation to Cyprus, I mean, Cyprus is in a completely tragic situation right now. I do not believe that Cyprus will be left to get out of the euro. There is going to be a solution. I'm afraid it's going to be a solution that is going to bleed the Cypriot depositors, and it will be a rather tragic, if you wish, for the Cypriots change of events in terms of the way they will be forming their economic model from Tuesday morning.
Yeah, there was a lot of politics, Elena, in the Greek situation, with Parliament voting on a lot of measures and trying to decide what to do in order to get the bailout requirements. What about for Cyprus right now? There's a lot of wrangling, and there are reports this morning that the Cypriot president, Nikos Anastasiadis, who has been in office for less than a month, might be quitting as well, threatening to quit if we don't get a deal on the table.
Well, basically, he's trying to do his best to have everybody vote in favor in Parliament for this new deal, which is going to basically separate the basic two banks that are the ones that are pretty much on the brink of default. He's trying very hard to figure out ways to resolve them, separate one of them from into a bad bank and a good bank, and try to possibly resolve the other one in another possibility. As I heard earlier, Bank of Cyprus is one serious candidate of these two banks. Now, the situation is tragic, as I said earlier, because within these banking systems, if you do apply the deposit tax for over 100,000, you need to realize that there are all pension funds that are placed in those banks, and they will be chopped, haircutted by, I don't know the percentage of what that is. If they will be separated into good and bad banks over 100,000 euro, which is another solution that has been discussed on the table, also these pension funds will be part of the bad banks' capital. So it doesn't seem to be a very straightforward and easy solution. And the sad story is that Cyprus was and has been a healthy economy, and the Cypriot crisis is really the collateral damage of the Greek crisis and the big haircut that took place in the sovereign debt of Greece about a year ago.
Right. Exactly. And, you know, Cyprus really built on its banking industry since it's 750% of GDP, which is twice the Eurozone average. And they were really hit by their holdings in Greek debt. Yeah.
You know, Susan, it's not just Cyprus that has decided to have such a business model or model of running its economy. Malta, Luxembourg there are other examples. Luxembourg actually is much higher than the Cyprus one. I think the problem here is also the fact that there is a confusion, and we have been mixing apples and oranges. First, in resolving the default or close to default situation in Cyprus, and secondly, also trying to also say that Cyprus has not followed a very good economic model. And then the signals in the market are becoming very confusing. Is the European Union at a time of resolving and putting a bailout plan out there, is it really trying to say who is having a good economic policy or a bad economic model? I mean, the next thing I'm worried about is that France should start worrying, because the whole French economy is based on the common agricultural policy, where every single European country is putting subsidies for production of agricultural goods for France.
That's right. France is worried, and I'm sure a lot of other European nations as well. Yeah, Elena, thank you so much for your time today. Good talking to you.